Good afternoon. My name is Richard Morden. I'm from Canada originally. My wife and I moved to Mexico 3 years ago, so we are nomads. Everything we own is what we carry with us. So we have completely changed our life from our corporate background to our families and all the things to become quite, I guess, footloose and fancy free. My background again is through trauma work as well and my own experience. I'm going to just read have a brief story of my back, just an introduction in a way that. So one moment I was a husband and father, the next I stood in a silent house, my wife suddenly gone. Two grieving teenagers looking at me for strength I didn't have. Growing up with a father who wielded criticism like a butcher knife, I learned to bury emotions deeper than an old family well. Shame was my first language, silence was my suffering. When I discovered EFT, emotional freedom technique, I was desperate to find something, anything to help me be what my children needed. What I didn't expect was how much I needed healing myself. Layer by layer, this technique helped me let go of decades of buried anger, shame, and the trauma that had been running my secret life of pain and anger. The revelation transformed everything. If I was carrying these hidden wounds while appearing functional in the world, how many others were silently suffering? Today, I got others through the same healing journey from emotional suppression to authentic living. What began as a personal survival has become my calling, my deepest calling, helping others transform their invisible pain into their greatest strength. Our most painful experiences often contain our most powerful purpose. What's yours waiting to uncover? In this journey through EFT, and I really understood self-care. I didn't know what it was at the time. I didn't understand, what it actually, again, what it would take, but it's been my path ever since. I'm a very strong advocate of self-care with myself and working with other people to maintain my emotional and mental stability. I have created a new life after that. I created a relationship on paper a year after my first wife passed. And again, it was how I would feel with this person. We met 4 years later, and here we are now living in Mexico. I was very blessed with my children to stay on track with their lives, and they all have good lives of their own. So it's not it's a testimony of commitment of who we are, and when we really stick to our goals and our plans and stick to our authentic self, who we are, and be real with ourselves and our children. I think that helps everybody learn that there is so much availability for support within themselves, support with others, and again, being honest with our emotions, being honest in how we feel, and having people around us for support. And I think that's the most important thing, is having a support system around you that helps you in your path. And that also leads out to how your children support themselves when we have these situations grow up, how they not isolate themselves and be more engaged in what they want to do and more committed. Thank you very much.
Where are you now again, you said?
Mexico.
Mexico.
Mexico, that's right. What city?
Chapala. So we've been on the road steady for 5 years. So we've been in probably 40 plus locations since we left Ontario in 2020. So we're still, we've got many more on our bucket list.
Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you, Richard. And stay on, because we're going to talk about singlehood and getting to the place of happiness. All right. So our keynote today is Miriam. And Sonia, can you share your slides? Yes. I'm going to make you a co-host as well. Hold on. Where's Sonia?
Thank you.
Co-host. Okay, so y'all are both co-hosts.
I will warn you, before the previous gentleman was sharing, my system wanted to freeze and my speech has left me. Okay, so we're going to have fun with this.
Okay, and Miriam is a big story, so that's why, okay, so over to you, Miriam. I'm going to start recording. Tell me when you're ready.
Okay.